Hey, it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. So, this is going to be a Chrisean update. The docket has been updated with her judgment and sentence order from the judge. So, let's hop right on into it. Share my screen. Okay, so as you see on the screen, this was actually filed on yesterday. This is the judgment and sentence. So this kind of breaks down everything that was stated in court. It's very self-explanatory. I'm not sure how you can, misinterpret the information that I'm going to read off of there. So if anybody has any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to me and I'll definitely try my best to answer. But like I said, this documentation is pretty much straightforward. This is what the judge has signed and ordered. So let's hop right on into this. So it says on this 8th day of November 2024, this matter comes on before the assigned judge for sentencing, and the defendant, Chrisean Malone, appears personally and by her attorney, Mac Martin, the state of Oklahoma, represented by Aaron L. Oquin, and the defendant having accelerated deferred judgment to the crimes. So these are the crimes. So the first one was count one, which is the unlawful possession of a controlled drug with the intent to distribute, which is a felony. And if you don't know, I do have those videos in members where I literally break down each offense and the punishment for each of those. Okay. So she had an unlawful possession of a controlled drug, which was marijuana. That was a felony in the state of Oklahoma. The count two was possession of a CDS without tax stamp affixed to it. So she didn't have a medical card with her in Oklahoma. Yeah. So once again, go back and reference the video so you can understand exactly what that is. It says that it is therefore ordered, a judge and decreed by the court that the defendant, Chrisean Malone, is guilty of the above described offenses and is sentenced as follows. So, for both of these felony charges, she was found guilty. Term of imprisonment without execution of sentence suspended. For count one, sentenced to a term of 2 years. Count two, sentenced to a term of 2 years. That is why she was had a 2-year suspended sentence with an additional 2 years of supervision under the Department of Corrections. All of said terms of imprisonment suspended pursuant to the rules and conditions of probation entered by the court under the custody and control of Oklahoma Department of Corrections. It is further ordered, adjudged, and decreed by the court that in addition to the preceding terms, the defendant is also sentenced to a fine, in which the defendant shall pay a fine of, and the defendant is to report to the Craig County court clerk on this date to file a payment plan and to pay all fines, costs, and fees accordingly. As I showed that day, her fees were paid. Count one, Craig, the 991 cost was $960. Here are special rules and conditions of her probation. So, this is Department of Corrections supervision. It is further ordered that judgment is hereby entered against the defendant as to the fines, costs, and assessments set forth above. The court further advised the defendant of her rights and procedures to appeal to the Court of Criminal Appeals of the state of Oklahoma and of the necessary steps to be taken by her to perfect such appeal, and that if she desires to appeal and was unable to afford counsel and a transcript of the proceedings, that the same would be furnished by the state subject to reimbursement of the cost or representation in accordance with Title 22 of the Oklahoma Statute, Section 1355.14. The court further advised the defendant that in the event the above sentence is for a crime involving domestic violence, where the defendant is or was a spouse, intimate partner, parent, guardian of the victim, or was involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for him or her to possess, purchase, receive, transport, or ship a firearm, including a rifle, pistol, or revolver, or ammunition pursuant to federal law under, and this is just standard language. Okay. Um, it says, in the event the above sentence is for incarceration in the Department of Corrections, the sheriff of Craig County, Oklahoma, is ordered and directed to deliver the defendant to the Mabel Bassett Correctional Center, Oklahoma, and leave within. So this is just standard language in the event that she was actually sentenced. So that this is just something that they have to put in there. Okay. So she is on a 2-year suspended sentence with an additional 2-year of supervision under the Department of Corrections for Oklahoma. That's it. That's all. It says, as to counts 1 and 2, the defendant is ineligible to register to vote pursuant to Section 4 101 Title 26. And that's it. All right. So that should clarify all the questions that everybody should have. So, yes, she was charged, she was found guilty. They just placed her on a 2-year suspension with an additional 2-year of supervision under the Department of Corrections. Can't get more plainer than that. Let me know. Well, actually, I'm turning the comments off for this because we have trolls. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video. Until then, be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.